Hello, everybody. My name is Graham Elwood, and you are watching the Political Vigilante. Yes. Do you remember, like, almost a month ago to the day when I had Rosie Tran on the show, May 17th, and that was when Elon Musk announced that Bitcoin, Tesla is not going to accept Bitcoin anymore over environmental concerns. And the price was in the mid 50s, 60s, and it started dropping 48,000. And since then, it's been down consistently between like 30, 35,000. Gone up, but it's been under 40,000 for 2 weeks now. And remember when Rosie, go back and watch the interview. It was on May 17th, full interview with Rosie Tran. And her and I both said, oh, this is deliberate. They're manipulating it because they're buying all this up. They're buying all this up. They deliberately nosedived the price. Were trying to get it down to 25,000 Bitcoin, but people like myself and Rosie and other people that are paying more attention now kept buying the dip. All these people kept buying the dip, and other big companies, I'm going to show you, have been buying the dip. And we said, look, it's going to come out that Elon Musk has bought a bunch, and that'll be confirmed at some point. I guarantee you. But when the price goes low, then all of a sudden, after Elon Musk buys up a bunch and Tesla, and he probably told his buddies to buy it or whatever. I'm sure Bill Maher bought some or whatever, unless Bill Maher might be too much of an arrogant asshole to realize that he should be buying Bitcoin. Fine. It's guys like that. I hope the dollar goes to nothing. But we said somewhere down the road, Elon Musk is going to announce, oh, Tesla's back to buying Bitcoin again. Wow, look what happened in the last day. Bitcoin surges as Elon Musk hints Tesla could accept the cryptocurrency again. Oh, the price of Bitcoin surged after Tesla CEO Elon Musk, who's a parasite, announced the company would start accepting the cryptocurrency again once at least half of it can be mined using clean energy. CNN's Claire Sebastian. Okay, so first of all, he deliberately said that a month ago to drive the price down to buy it up. And as Rosie and I talked about a month ago, this notion that he had no idea it was bad mining, really, the guy that makes electric vehicles and solar panels had no idea how Bitcoin was being mined. First of all, I've debunked it numerous times on this show. I have a Bitcoin playlist, a cryptocurrency playlist on YouTube. Please watch it. I've debunked this. I've shown you all the statistics to show that the Bitcoin uses too much energy is all nonsense. But if that truly was his concern, then I'm sure he was going to close down his factory in Texas, right? He moved his factory, his gigawatt factory, to Texas. He moved to Texas because he didn't want to pay taxes in California. And Texas has much lower tax rates for big businesses, right? So he moved to Texas. And gee, he didn't know that 19% of all of Texas's electricity comes from coal-fired power plants. We're all supposed to believe he just didn't know. And now he's like, as long as it gets cleaner, then we'll accept it again. Oh my God, he's so full of shit. And it's good to see people finally waking up, because I watched a lot of those crypto shows, and 4 or 5 months ago, they're like, oh, Elon Musk is so amazing. And I was like, yeah, he makes cool cars. But he said, we'll coup who we want to coup with regards to Bolivia. So he has no problems destroying people's lives, having people get killed, murdered, their children, their villages and towns getting destroyed, as long as he can get more minerals for his fancy electric cars. He's a parasite. And he did this to manipulate the price. I mean, and golly gee, the guy that makes solar panels, gee, I wonder if he also started to sell more solar panels to power Bitcoin mines. Oh, weird. I wonder how that, and he's probably getting government stimulus money to do it. He doesn't need a penny of our tax money, right? He gets stimulus money. It's either our tax money or just how the Federal Reserve is just printing money. By the way, if you notice, prices have gone up. Remember when I had Christy I on the show last summer, and she's like, all this money printing's not going to be good. It's going to cause inflation. What happens when you print a bunch of money? Goods and services go up. Have you been to the grocery store recently? I was just at the grocery store today. Oh my goodness. Everything's gone up. I'm a vegan, of course. So almond milk's gone. Everything's gone up. Basic stuff. bread, milk, cereal, whatever you normally buy. Have you noticed the price has gone up? In California, it's about $4.25 a gallon for a gallon of gas. All the prices have gone up because they've just flooded. They've been printing all this money. So buyers stepped in after Elon Musk tweeted on Sunday the electric car maker would allow Bitcoin transactions again when there's confirmation of a reasonable 50% clean energy usage by miners with a positive future trend. Oh, he just did this for the environment. No, he's recklessly playing with people's lives. He's recklessly playing with people's lives. And the thing that's look, even China tried to, they've tried to kind of thwart Bitcoin, but everyone knows you can't get rid of it. The people that really study this, you cannot get rid of Bitcoin. The other altcoins, you could shut them down. If they're on Amazon servers, anything could be shut. The other altcoins, I always view those like stocks or small businesses. They could go out of business and the coin is worth nothing. And that could all happen with the altcoins, not with Bitcoin. It lives on the blockchain. You cannot shut it down. And people go, Graham, what about an electromagnetic pulse when we lose the electricity? We're going to have bigger problems then. That's like saying, Graham, if there's an alien invasion where they're trying to kill all of us, is it still good to own Bitcoin? Yeah, it won't matter at that point. There'll be other issues you'll be concerned with, rather, because if the internet goes down, you won't have access to your regular money in your regular bank accounts. Everything goes down. But this is more, I just wanted to show you all this stuff because look, Rosie and I predicted this a month ago. We're like, he's going to come back and say this once and drive the price back up now that he's acquired even more of it, because there's only ever going to be 21 million Bitcoins. That's it. They're never making any more. It's factored into the algorithm that was created by the person or persons that created Bitcoin. It's brilliant. That's why every, 3 or 4 years, they do a halving where you can only mine, you can't mine. They cut the number of coins that can be mined. So these financial people realize this. That's why El Salvador just said we're accepting Bitcoin. It's going to be our legal tender now. Because they get it. So people like Elon Musk and the Federal Reserve and the big banks, they don't want regular people to get. That's the other thing that's so disgusting and offensive to me when like Bill Maher says this. Oh, it's a bunch of hullabaloo. Oh, it's Dogecoin, Bitcoin. It's all a bunch of nonsense. He doesn't care that like billions of people can be pulled out of poverty with Bitcoin. He doesn't care, probably doesn't even know. And he supposedly runs a kind of comedy news show that there's 2.5 billion people estimated worldwide that don't have access to any kind of banking, but they have a smartphone where they can get a wallet and buy Bitcoin. We had Max Kaiser and Stacey Herbert on this show a month or so ago, and they said they've helped, I don't know how many, 500,000 people in Central America become millionaires, pull them out of poverty. El Salvador will be the best case. We will see a couple of years from now, 2, 3, 5, 10 years from now, how Bitcoin has transformed that whole country. Oh, what else? MicroStrategy. We've talked about MicroStrategy before. That's Michael Saylor's company, who got into Bitcoin about a year ago. There's a great interview from this Bitcoin conference that just happened a week or two ago in Miami on stage between Max Kaiser and Michael Saylor. Look it up. And Max Kaiser, who's been in the space for 10 years, has predicted all of this stuff. And he's like, what's it like being a newbie? He jokes. And Michael Saylor says, he goes, my competitors went out of business because they didn't want to accept Bitcoin. MicroStrategy is also in the news again, preparing to buy up $488 million in Bitcoin with the proceeds of a $500 million bond sale that closed on Monday. MicroStrategy stock jumped about 14% on Monday and is up about 30% year to date, roughly in line with Bitcoin's price gains. So Michael Saylor isn't just some guy. He runs MicroStrategies, which is a big hedge fund investment company, whatever. And he started telling his investors, putting the portfolio of his company mainly in Bitcoin, and he's showing returns to his investors. So this was a deliberate manipulation by Elon Musk and maybe some others, maybe the Chinese government. I don't know, because China keeps trying to say Bitcoin, they're trying to stop it. They just want to get their citizens into using their digital currency, which is the digital yuan, right? Because they know the power of Bitcoin. And America's going to be left in the dust, and they're going to try to regulate it and say, no, you can't use it, and just keep Americans as serfs. They want us as serfs, basically, just indentured servants. We're all working 2-3 jobs to barely get by. That's what they want us to do. So Michael Saylor realized this, and I don't know if he's a good guy or not. I don't know. His interview sounds like he realizes and he wants to help people. I don't know. He might just be another billionaire that's weaseling himself around. I don't know. He seems like a decent guy. Or at least what he says about Bitcoin seems valid, and he's not doing this kind of crap that Elon Musk is doing. But he just bought $500 million of it. I guess when he saw the price go down, he went, we should buy up more of it. Because now it's over 40,000. If you bought any Bitcoin this past couple of weeks where it was under 40,000, it's just your portfolio is now worth more. I bought some at 48,000. I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it. Because here's where we are today. This is June 14th. And this is what's happened in the last week. It's gone up $10,000 roughly. Well, 23%. So you don't think the people that are spending hundreds of millions of dollars and billions of dollars buying up Bitcoin, this is huge. If you're buying $500 million, this is a big deal. You don't think Elon Musk was buying in here? And then when it got here and they realized they probably couldn't get it below 30,000 because people kept buying in, they said, all right, we got as much as we need now. Let's start pumping it up. But they're still trying to run these scams. Goldman Sachs, our good friends Goldman Sachs. You know Goldman Sachs. They've been in every presidential cabinet since Reagan. Goldman Sachs Consumer and Wealth Management Division published a report on Monday stating crypto is not a viable investment. The bank doesn't recommend it for client portfolios. They are lying to your face. Here is from March of this year. Goldman Sachs to become second big bank offering Bitcoin to wealthy clients. Hey, middle class investors, you got a decent job, but you make whatever 50, 60 grand a year and you got 5-10 grand to invest in. Don't buy into it. But the billionaires, we want them to buy into it, because the billionaires like Elon Musk, they see that this could threaten their power. They get tax breaks from central banks and governments like the United States. They get stimulus money that they don't need or earn or deserve. They don't give that stimulus money back to their employees. I mean, we've done stories and stories over the last year of all these companies got these big stimulus plans and still cut jobs. So I just wanted to show you that Goldman Sachs is completely lying to you. They're awful. Remember the head of Goldman Sachs about 2 years ago, because they also finance pharmaceutical companies, said finding cures for diseases is bad for business. So he'd rather have you just buy pharmaceutical drugs forever rather than give you a one-time treatment. You see how they work? I just want you to see how they've been in every presidential cabinet since Reagan. They are the ones who really run the country. Okay? So when they say it's not a viable investment, they're lying to you. This was March 31st of this year, and this was from Forbes. This was breaking news in Forbes. This isn't some crypto blogger you've never heard of. Goldman Sachs has become second big bank offering Bitcoin to wealthy clients. Regular people, we don't know if it's a good investment. Big clients? Yeah. Get in on this. I'm just showing you how these people manipulated this. Look, I'm not a paid financial advisor. Do your own research. Only invest money you can afford. It is risky. If you're not comfortable doing it, don't do it. But like, I got more educated. A year ago, I it was a year ago. It was last May, June, where I was like, I need to learn more about crypto. And I started talking to the people at Rockfin because they pay us in crypto, the Ray token, RAE. And I started, to cash that Ray token out, you have to convert it to Ethereum. And I converted some to Ethereum. And then I converted some to Bitcoin. And I sat on the Bitcoin and the price went up and I cashed it out and I paid off my credit cards. So I'm out of the stranglehold of the banks. I'm out of the stranglehold of the banks. So do your own research. But I want to show you how we talk about how the ruling elites ruin everything for them. They ruin it for us so that they can have more. And this Bitcoin is just one example of that. And this is the big one because they know this is the one. Satoshi, who wrote the white paper on Bitcoin, saw the last financial crisis and went, this ain't right. That's my guess, because Bitcoin defeats all of the corruption of the central banks. So, and it's just a matter of time. And you can buy Bitcoin for as little as you can buy $10 worth of Bitcoin. It's a hedge against inflation because inflation is already happening now. You can't print whatever $9 or $10 trillion or whatever the government has just printed in the last year and a half. You can't keep doing that and then not expecting inflation to happen. Now there's inflation. And look, when I talk about the corporate media, it's not just CNN and MSNBC. It's Bloomberg, it's Forbes, it's CNBC. And they want to, that's why Elon, they make that announcement. And then Bill Maher comes out and Liz Warren gives that Bitcoin is just bad for the environment to scare regular people from buying Bitcoin so that they can snatch up more wealthy clients. This is just a report on their crypto. The bank doesn't recommend it for client portfolios. Well, which is it? Yeah. March 31st, when it's at 55, 60,000 or whatever it was, oh yeah, we should buy it. When it's the 30, it's a bad idea. So they're going to buy up more. I guarantee you. Rosie Tran and I predicted this a month ago. MicroStrategy just bought $488 million. They closed a $500 million bond sale to do it. They're cashing out $500 million in bonds to buy Bitcoin. That's what MicroStrategy is doing. Bill Maher wants you to think that it's useless and it's just a bunch of nerd millennial, gamer millennials because he's one of these out of touch old man that says these kids today. Okay. MicroStrategies, they don't know what they're doing, but Bill Maher does. And Liz, so who do you trust? The actions of these big companies or Liz Warren and Bill Maher, who were paid to spew bullshit? The tweets of Elon Musk, which are deliberately put out there to get people scared, and I'm selling. Because he knows a bunch of people bought Bitcoin last year, got into it the way I did. They bought it at 15, 20 grand. And, if you're sitting on whatever, some Bitcoin you bought at $20,000, it goes up to 60. You think it's great. And then the price starts coming down. You think I better sell at 35 or 38. At least I made a profit then. And then Elon Musk and everybody scoops these up. That's what MicroStrategy is doing. I don't know. Maybe they're part of the scam. I don't know, but that's what they're doing. Well, Liz Warren is telling you it's just bad for it's just a bad investment because the banks told her to say that so that they can buy it up. They don't want you to have it. They want to have it. And the mainstream media is not going to call out the lies of Elon Musk and Liz Warren and Bill Maher. because they're all working together. They're not going to say, no, that's bullshit. We've crunched the numbers. If you just crunch the numbers on the energy used for Bitcoin, you know that the cell phones are 10 times worse. Gas cars are 10 times worse. The United States military is the #1 polluter in the world. And yet, no, Liz Warren doesn't bring that up. That's weird. Bill Maher didn't bring that up. That's weird. Elon Musk doesn't bring that up. Oh, because he's doing space contracts with NASA and the Defense Department? Oh, that's weird. They all just forgot, I guess, to bring that up. CNN, MSNBC, Fox News, ABC, they all don't bring it up. Isn't that weird? Because when you watch those channels, you see advertisements between the propaganda nonsense for Boeing and Raytheon, companies that profit from war. What do I tell you on this show? It's all connected. I tell you to follow the money and connect the dots. Bitcoin isn't just some separate crazy thing. It connects to everything else I talk about on this show. The military-industrial complex, the big banks, the pharmaceutical companies, the war machine. It's all connected. It's all connected. So that's why you come here. So thank you for supporting what I do. Because if you just watch a half hour of headline news and listen to Liz Warren come out and I go, I'm a paid liar. I'm a fake progressive. And look, I give the banks a stern talking to, but I still let them make money. The notion that Elon Musk didn't know about the Bitcoin mining, well, just didn't figure it out. Oh, right. That's like a guy wandering into a strip club. I didn't realize there was, I had no idea. I just went in. I mean, my phone was dead. So I didn't have GPS. I just went in there to ask for directions, and then, $1,500 fell out of my pocket. I spent 5 hours looking around it. That's why I'm covered in titty glitter. That's as believable as Elon Musk pushing this nonsense that Bitcoin is bad for the environment. And his factories in Texas operate on power generated by coal-powered power plants. Thanks for the lies, Elon. That's why you come to this show, folks. Political Vigilante, keeping you honest. Thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Follow the money, connect the dots, find the truth, and always shave your knuckles for justice. Ba-boom! Thanks for watching, everybody. Please hit the like button, the subscribe button. Go to patreon.com/Graham Elwood and rockfin.com/Graham Elwood, where you can support the show. Also, I have a Bitcoin wallet, a Bitcoin Cash wallet, and an Ethereum wallet in the show notes. We're taking cryptocurrency. I have a Coinbase affiliation link. We're going to be getting on some other exchanges. So that's how you support the show. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. YouTube is unsubscribing us at an alarming rate. I have a PayPal button at GrahamElwood.com. I even have a Venmo at Graham-Elwood. There's a lot of ways to support our show. We are getting crushed by YouTube. We've dipped under 73,000 subscribers because of YouTube. Thanks for supporting what we do.